my name's Ellie Steadman and I'm here today to bring you part 2 of the September The Disney Scoop. As I explained previously, this month I'll be doing 2 videos a month from now on for the Disney Scoop here on the Attraction Tickets Direct channel. The first video will go up on the second Wednesday of the month and will be your news, and then the second video will go up on the last Wednesday of the month and will be your Q&A video. We're also doing monthly giveaways, which I'm very excited about, so stay tuned to the end to find out who had the winning question, which was selected at random, and who has won the amazing Disney goodie bag. So I've picked a few of my favourite questions and I'm going to jump straight in and get answering them for you. The first question comes from Daisy, and she said, what are the best shops in Disneyland Paris, the best places to collect things from the parks such as pins? Disneyland Paris has a lot of amazing shops, but ones you definitely must visit are the World of Disney, which is in the Disney Village, which is the biggest shop they have on property. For special items, make sure you check out Harrington on Main Street. They have pins, collectibles, figurines and statues, jewellery, some really unique pieces. They have shops in different areas which are then themed to those areas. If you head into Adventureland, for example, they have a couple of shops there that sell mostly adventure style movie merchandise, if you know what I mean. So there's a lot of Jungle Book, The Lion King. So if you're in a specific area or near a certain ride, there will be shops which sell merchandise from that sort of theming. Jodie Irvin said, what is your favourite thing about Christmas at Disneyland Paris? It really just had an even more special and magical feel to it. The place was beautiful. It had even more sparkling lights. I love all the seasons in Disneyland Paris for different reasons, but Christmas is just pure magic. There's nothing like hearing the Disney Dreams Christmas music, watching the castle get lit up, seeing the Christmas tree being all lit up, and it's just wonderful. It really is magical. If you ever get the time to go to Disney for Christmas, please, please, please do. Abby Parker said, what is the best place to meet Disney princesses in Disneyland Paris? Disneyland Paris has its very own princess pavilion where you can go inside and meet a princess. The system does change, so it's not really set in stone like the Disney World version is as to what princesses are in there, how many are in there, how many you can meet, but as standard you only meet one princess in there. It can be random, or there can be a sign outside telling you what princesses are inside. It really is worth the wait. The theming inside is beautiful. As you walk inside, it's decorated almost as if you're in a castle. Murals might be the word to some of the Disney princesses. So for example, you have the lamp from Aladdin is in there, there is a apple for Snow White, there's Belle's Rose, and I always have great interactions with the princesses in there. Another place that you can meet princesses in Disneyland Paris is the Auberge de Cendrillon, probably saying that wrong, restaurant. It is Disneyland Paris's character dining princess meal. I'm a big princess fan, so it's kind of something, if I can do it, I love to do. Again, you don't know which princesses you're going to get, but you definitely get 3 princesses, 1 prince, and Susie and Perla, who are Cinderella's mice. Typically Cinderella is in there because it's her restaurant, but I have seen her not be in there before. I think during the times that I visited, I've been lucky enough to see Cinderella, Snow White, Ariel, Rapunzel and Belle. They're kind of the main ones that rotate. Most of the time is Cinderella, Snow and Aurora, but it really does rotate. I've also seen Snow White's prince in there, Prince Beast in there, I've seen Flynn Rider in there. If you are a princess fan, you should 100% do it because it's a great meal. You're guaranteed to meet 3 princesses along with a prince and 2 other characters instead of queuing to meet them elsewhere, and it is a 3-course meal, so I think it's really worth it. Crazy Bookworm 93 said, if you go to a Disney park that's not in the US, is it difficult to talk with cast members if English is not their first language? And this was something I was really worried about the first time I went to Paris, but I would say the majority of people that work in Disneyland Paris do speak English. They have to speak English to some level to be able to work there. Probably once asked a question and the cast member hasn't been able to answer, and if that is the case, there is always another cast member very, very close by that can help you. So it's not something I would worry about. They're very helpful and friendly. It's their job to do that. R. Rays said, how do you figure out where to find characters in Disney World? Disney World has its very own app called My Disney Experience, which is part of the Disney World planning process. You use this app when you're planning your Disney trip, find your way around the parks. You can connect with your friends and families and sort of all link up your plans together, and you can use it for dining, to make reservations, and also use it to see characters. Chewbacca, and it tells you he's in the animation courtyard from 9 till 7:45. If it's a character like Chewbacca that's there all the time, it will say like that their start and end time. If it's a character like Aladdin who is in one space but isn't there all day every every day without a break. It will say when their next appearance is. Such a convenient way to know what characters are nearby you, when they're going to be there, when they're leaving. So 100% download this app if you're planning a trip to Disney World or just interested. It tells you everything you could possibly want to know. Ellie Thomas said, what is your favourite piece of merchandise that you've bought in the Disney parks, and what is your favourite shop? The Bonjour Village gift shops, I think is the name, which is in New Fantasyland at the back in the Belle area. It's a whole shop dedicated to Beauty and the Beast. When I walked into that shop, they were playing kind of the instrumental music of Beauty and the Beast. It was right by Gaston, and it was just everything Belle that you could possibly want. I almost bankrupted myself in that shop on many occasions, but I also love the shops like the World of Disney and Main Street Emporium, the big shops that have everything in them. I think my favourite thing has to be, with no surprises, my Cogsworth clock, and I'm kind of including my Lumiere and my chip cup with this as well because they come as a family. But I love that this is functional. It's not just a pretty ornament, it's actually a working clock. He's so realistic as well. Like, I think he actually looks like he's kind of like stepped out of the film. The last question and the winning question that was randomly selected for the giveaway prize comes from Kaylee Maloney, and she said, my question is, what is your favourite table service restaurant in Walt Disney World? And I feel like I'm becoming a bit repetitive now, and you probably know this, but my favourite was 100% Be Our Guest, which is the Beauty and the Beast themed restaurant in New Fantasyland in the Magic Kingdom. Even if you are not the biggest fan of the film, the way it's been designed and built is just stunning. You really feel like you've stepped straight into the movie. I got emotional when I walked in there because I felt like I was walking into the film. But even if you're not the biggest fan, you would love it. The food was also amazing. It was one of the best meals I had. And of course you get to meet the Beast himself after dinner, which is something you can't really do anywhere else in Disney World. He's only there for dinner, so that would be my big recommendation, is go to that restaurant for dinner. I also went for lunch and it was great, but the atmosphere was completely different. It was very noisy. So Kaylee, congratulations, you've won this month's goodie bag. Please leave a comment with your email address. We can get in touch with you. Thank you so much to everyone who left me a question. I really enjoyed reading them and picking out some of my favourites to answer. I'm so sorry if I wasn't able to answer your question, but there was a lot of them, so it was quite overwhelming. But hopefully next month I'll be able to answer your question for you. Thank you so much for watching this month's The Disney Scoop series. I hope you have enjoyed it. Make sure you click the subscribe button if you haven't already, so that you're informed straight away when the next video will be up, and I will see you then. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!